Dearly beloved, we are gathered here today to get through this thing called Vanessa. Electric word, Vanessa. It means forever, and that's a mighty long time. But I am here to tell you there's something else. The afterworld. A world of never-ending happiness. You can always see the sun, day or night. So when you call up that shrink in Beverly Hills, you know the one, Doctor Everything will be all right. Instead of asking him how much of your time is left, ask him how much of your mind, baby. 'Cause in this life, things are much harder than in the afterworld. And in this life, you're on your own. And as my friend Wesley always said, if the elevator tries to bring you down, go crazy. Punch a higher floor. Whoa. Welcome to Marvel Movie Talk right here on Geekscape. I am Christian Bladt, and it is a somber occasion. Finally, we will be commemorating a spoiler-filled summary for this episode, and with us is our own resident Vanessa, the wisecracking blonde Christina. Thank you for being here today.
Of course. I'm just curious, did ChatGPT write that, or did you write that?
So that's written by a gentleman named Prince. That's the narration at the beginning of Let's Go Crazy.
Okay.
I changed one word. I changed the word life to Vanessa.
Oh.
And and you know, if we lived in some kind of royalty-free, no intellectual property world, I would have started the song there. But instead, I'm going to turn to our own Prince Rogers Nelson. David Brody, please sing us something. Sing us a song. You're the piano man. Oh, he's on mute.
I'll sing you a Little Red Corvette if you'd like.
Well, you know what? Let's put that to a vote in the chat. And of course, with us, the grand poobah of Geekscape, wearing his raspberry beret, the one, the only, Mr. Jonathan London, who you can tell he's showered recently. Look how clean he is.
Oh,
that's nice.
Once a year, baby.
You did it for Vanessa, and I
had to attend a funeral.
Yeah, well, we all did, and well, you know, not everybody. There was somebody who was not able to attend the funeral, and we'll get to it in a moment. But the first thing that I got to do is, oh my gosh, you know the way that people scroll and just look at stuff going on. We got to put that up for a little while for our visual audience. They can see it. It says all the spoilers from Daredevil Born Again Season 2, Episode 6. And the biggest spoiler of all is that not 1, not 2, not 3, but 4 minutes late was the one and only man without watch, our friend Count Eric Connor. And I was worried that you were going to put the red mask on because of the way people were dressed in this episode. I'm glad you just have the glasses, sir.
Well, I'm wearing it, just not up here.
I was waiting for it.
We all wear masks, Christian. We all wear masks.
We all do, but some of us can hide them better than others. And don't worry, Daniel Drew, I see you in the chat, and we will get to all of it. I love how excited Daniel gets, and whenever I need something answered, instead of going to Google, I say, Daniel, what about this? And then he'll have an answer for me. So,
Christian.
Yes, sir.
Can we start off with talking about the first spoiler that Disney spoiled for all of us before the show ever started? Eric knows what I'm talking about. When you went to watch the show last night and it said episode 6 of Born Again, what was the splash graphic? Do you remember?
It was Jessica Jones, but we knew months ago that she was going to be in it.
But we didn't know it was going to be episode 6.
Yeah.
We were hoping it would be episode 6.
I was hoping it would be episode 2, but I know what you're saying, sir.
Yeah. Like, oh, I wonder if she's in the set. Of course she is. She's the splash page.
It's It's true. There are times where the listings and descriptions, and especially the images, can spoil things. That's why I liked what the AMC network always did with Mad Men. The episode description would be things like Don has a problem. And you'd watch the episode and you'd go, you know what? Don does have a problem in this episode. He also had a problem in the other 80 episodes, but that's all right. Did that upset you? Because it made me more excited for the episode. I'm like, oh, there she is.
It made me more excited, especially since I was one of the people that predicted she'd be in episode 6.
That's right.
But then it reminded me, I've got to do a podcast. So I've got content now to kick off the podcast and complain about that. So it didn't really spoil it. I just thought it was poor marketing by Disney, unless they thought maybe someone will watch it because she's in the episode. But it seemed like it's spoilerish to me to put that up there.
So your outrage is stolen valor. There are people out there who are actually pissed. You're just pretending to try and fit in with the cool kids.
You know what? I'm hurting for them. Yes. I'm a man of the people.
He's an empath.
Your outrage is sandwiched in braggadocio, because you're basically saying I was right and they spoiled just to show you I'm right.
Yes, and I will now refer to that as the graphic.
The graphic. So Jonathan and I were trading messages a little bit earlier, and
it was a one-way message, buddy. You hadn't seen the episode yet.
I put you on mute until I watched it. And look, you were right to be like, oh, that opening, and I was like, okay, you didn't actually say anything. So, but then when I did watch it, it was too late, and I was kind, and I did not write back to you until this evening. But
my phone's on Do Not Disturb for everyone.
Wait, even for
you won't
me?
Hear it ring ever.
Even for your daughter?
No, well, that's all we did. All right, we can still have it.
It drives Heidi crazy. She's like, what if there's an accident? I was like, 911 exists?
Yeah.
What am I going to do?
Right, exactly. But
I haven't had superpowers in 7 years. Yeah. I can't lift a pylon.
Well, ever since you were on the beach and were shot by Henry Peter Gyrick, that's you still don't have your powers back. Interesting. And yet you spent
in and out.
You spent an entire month in bed with Forge trying to get over it, but that's not a conversation for this show, is it? I don't know.
When X-Men 97 comes back, we can talk about that.
Which seems like it'll be soon.
I hope so.
Our buddy Daniel Drew passed along a message that they're going to be premiering it at the Tribeca Film Festival, I think in June. Ooh. So,
did you see that they announced that there will be an animated Spider-Man and an animated X-Men 97 every year? Like they're just going to make those come out every single year on Disney Plus. We're not going to have to wait.
Oh, I thought you meant that they were also going to do X-Men 98, and I want them.
I mean, I think that's what they should call it, but
they probably should.
Did you guys see X-Men 69? Because I saw that on the internet the other day. It was pretty hot.
It's just Wolverine and Scott.
I think that's what we always wanted, except for legal reasons, it had to be called Sex-Men 69.
Mm-hmm. Except when he inserted the claw, that was a little uncomfortable.
This is the beauty of Brody.
We went there.
Colossus gets hard. It's all predictable.
Yeah,
Christina, aren't you glad that you got to come hang out with these boys?
You know what's I start trying to make jokes, and then I'm like, well, I don't know what's acceptable here, so I'm just gonna not. But
well, look, if you see Brody in the rectangle next to you, you know you don't have anything to worry about. We'll be fine.
I'm gonna take the center square, please.
Yeah.
Well, yes, I'll take Jim J. Bullock for the block. So what we were talking about, though, Jonathan, was this idea that last week was, exceptional in some ways, but it was really, they kind of dicked us around a lot. It was like, Vanessa, she's dead. No, she's not.
Oh, no.
Oh, wait, just kidding.
Like, this doctor comes in and maybe, he's going to save her. He's on thin ice. Oh, but he's safe. Oh, but he's not. And then I think I texted you when we first, I watched it pretty quick. And I wrote, what did I write last night? Where is it?
You were laughing during the opening.
I wrote, I was howling at that Daredevil opening.
Yeah.
Because can I just say, what the fuck? Like you said, like they dragged us through an entire episode of is she, isn't she, isn't she, is she? And then right in the first 2 seconds, we're like, yeah, she dead. Yeah, she dead. And we're like, we don't see her die. We don't see anything. I mean, how many people watch this and we're like, wait, what the fuck? We didn't actually see her die. We just see her dead.
Yeah.
No drama, no nothing, no last words from Wilson. We open on Wilson And then we cut to the bed, and a part of me is like, okay, he's thinking this is a worst case scenario dream, right? Because they clearly weren't going to kill her last episode, or it would have been the right time to do it. And now they're like, oh yeah, never mind. They just rip Band-Aid off. They're like, yeah, she dead. She in the bed. And then the doctor does the dumb shit thing of saying stupid shit and then putting his hand on Wilson. And you're like, you dumb motherfucker, you could have gotten out clean.
Mm-hmm.
And that's where I was howling, because the squeeze, the dude is going, dude, I was laughing my ass off. I was expecting like chunks of goo to come out of his mouth. It was so over the top silly.
Yeah, like when he smashed that guy's head last season.
Everything.
By the way, it's been a sad honor. It's been a sad honor.
It's been a sad honor.
And it's what that's
what he said.
Many of my doctors say to me every time they see me.
Especially when it's colonoscopy time. That is the saddest honor of all.
And let's be honest, he sounded like a Hallmark card. I was rooting for his death.
Yeah,
nobody speaks that way. In
that's what I was
prose.
going to say is Christina. We don't usually victim blame on this show unless it ever happens to Daniel, in which case we will. But I think the doctor was asking for it. Really, I mean, he was like before the hug. Once the hug happened, I agree with you, Jonathan. I'm like, oh my god, he
put his hand on him, and Wilson turns his head, and I was like, yeah, he did. He did.
Yeah, he could have gone out, gotten his Lambo, drove away, been perfectly fine.
I almost expected him to die. How great would this have been? He dies, and then cut to Vanessa, and she opens her eyes.
I forgot to mention we just locked her out for a little bit. I should have led with that. I'm sorry.
I lost my mind. And her finger starts moving.
And then they go to the title sequence. But instead of the usual music, they have the theme from Benny Hill, just because we would have just been had.
Wilson's like, whoopsies.
And by the way,
go
ahead. Well, Daniel says sometimes doctors need a good back cracking. It's just good manners.
That's true. Maybe he doesn't have a chiropractor.
That's true. Well, he doesn't need one now. What were you going to say, Brody?
It would have been great if he kills the doctor. She wakes up and she's like, I'm alive. Sees that he killed the doctor. And then that puts her out and gives her a heart attack because she's so surprised. Then she dies again. That would be the ultimate.
Yes.
I'm not dead. You killed the doctor?
Eric, you are always very proud while you're creating graphics. And I need to point out that you were so proud of this that you texted it to me in the middle of the afternoon. So you weren't done with all of your work, but you wanted to send me this image, which I will explain for our audience who is just listening that it is Wilson Fisk in a Free Hug shirt, which if you can get that image of him in the Free Hug shirt, I would certainly buy that from your Cafe Press or Etsy shop. I just want you to know.
How much for no hug? Just to clarify.
Give me about 5 minutes and you'll have it.
Guys, it wasn't a free hug. It cost him his wife.
Well, that's true, but there was no monetary exchange.
There was no copay,
and only because Eric and I were talking about this here on Geekscape on Monday. We did a special with Kevin Brennan from Pickle Home Companion commemorating the 30th anniversary of Mystery Science Theater 3000, the movie. Each of us chose our favorite episodes, and I chose an episode called Pod People, and it's relevant because I sent Eric this image of Frank Conniff, TV's Frank, in the I'm a Virgin shirt, which was referenced to the movie within the show. And I think you should sell a 2-pack of the I'm a Virgin shirt and then also the free hugs. I know we talk about merch on this show, but we've never actually done any. So
in conjunction, that just feels like a trap. like I'm a virgin. It's like, oh, I feel sorry for you. And then when you throw in the idea of a free hug, it's like,
turn around.
These things go together.
I also actually, if we do sell this, it should be a blood-stained free hug shirt.
Oh.
I feel like that's the secret sauce.
Yeah.
Or on her press.
Could we have a shard of glass stuck in it somewhere? That's probably, back to the drawing board on that one.
In the matching hat, you put the glass right in.
Right. Now, like a Steve Martin arrow, except it's glass with
the free brain.
Remember, the watcher's watching.
That's true.
Yeah, I will
seriously,
never buy that was anything other than somebody at Disney being like, I bet we can get viewership up if we lie.
Yeah.
There's a watcher.
Well, they also know, they're like, well, we could probably convince Brody that this is what's happening. So I think that's what it was. But
they snuck in the penis-shaped Little Mermaid castle as well, if you look closely.
By the way, Jessica Jones is going to be in it.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I know. Well, the watcher knew that. He wasn't surprised. So yeah, I find that whole sequence was, completely unsurprising, because I think last week all of us said, okay, so she's dead for real. And that's when he's going to, basically, I thought he was going to rip off the doctor's head. He went a different route, but same end result. And of course, Buck comes in basically with the squeegee to, take care of everything. He's the wolf from Pulp Fiction. If you have that level of a problem, he will come in and Buck will take care of it.
I get he's the cleaner.
Yeah.
But how do you get the body of a doctor who has coworkers who know he went to work that day? How does he get him out? Even if he chops him up, where's the doctor?
So
he definitely was like, I'm going to go check on Vanessa. And he went in the room and people were like, well, it's a long meeting. There with the mayor.
Well, it makes sense that he just disappeared completely after visiting Kingpin's wife. That's fine.
You're in the easiest place to get rid of a dead body. You're in a hospital. You toss him up on a gurney, put the blanket over, look like you're sad. Maybe you hire, a priest, somebody dressed like a priest to be reading something, holding the rosary.
Maybe they have a crematorium and they can just one battle after another. I don't know.
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know the layout of that hospital. I need somebody to give us blueprints, and I'm surprised that Disney has not done that yet. So, I think that that all happened. That all went according to plan, and they wanted to make sure that none of us. I don't think any of us. There's 5 of us here, but also Daniel in the chat. I don't think anybody thought, "Oh, that poor doctor. He didn't deserve that." No. He was begging Mr. Fisk, Mr. Mayor,
put a hand on him.
Yeah. And he asked for hugs.
And he quoted, I'm not your bro. Did he quote literature, the Bible? Like what? So anyone who does that I'm going to sex you up, I think was what he was quoting.
Maybe he was quoting Pulp Fiction. A lot of people are doing that these days.
Timely.
That is.
No, that was Victor. Victor Timely was a different Disney.
Different show.
How do you get him?
Sorry, we don't talk about him anymore. Victor Timely got hurt. Victor Timely got hurt on the set of his Daily Wire movie. But anyway,
he's making Nick Wednesday's movies now.
Ben Shapiro, they're different guys.
Same fucking
very
racist.
No. There's
y'all clan.
One believes something happened and one is convinced that it didn't. But anyway, that's not what we're here for. We're here to be more like Buck, right?
I get my racist confused.
Only we all had a Buck in our life. Imagine if I had just squeezed the life out of someone. I wouldn't have a Buck to call. Eric, I would have to call you. You can't be my Buck, right?
I'm waiting for the scene where he goes, "Hey, David, check it out," and pops the trunk and the doctor's in there. Grab a shovel.
Daniel, yeah.
Well, he was going to return. He was going to return the saw. He actually had it in his car with the receipt, but then he's like, "Oh, maybe I'll hold on."
Daniel, what are you doing?
Gently used.
Daniel, want to go out the wrong concubine?
He was actually selling it on Facebook Marketplace. Needing to sell
and if it doesn't go, if it doesn't go on Facebook Marketplace, he's gonna save it for the white elephant there at Gracie Mansion at Christmas.
Smart.
Oh my gosh! So, we all had fun with the body count in the beginning of the episode, didn't we? And Buck always takes everything so seriously. Go ahead, John.
The funeral was awesome. The funeral scene was actually really well shot and really good. And I think that Angela Barnes, the director, is awesome. She did Ironheart before this. That was the other Marvel show she directed, and I really liked Ironheart. I thought it was well done. And so props up to her. She's directed 2 of these episodes so far, and they're visually really great. Wilson walking out of this funeral was awesome. What Wilson at the funeral is awesome. It's just that first scene is like, bro, give us some buildup or something. You started with this. Come on now.
Yeah, usually on screen. No, sorry. Usually off screen deaths are reserved for minor characters like Admiral Akbar. It's usually somebody that they decide you don't care and you don't need. I thought that would make you laugh because I'm right.
It was a trap. It was a trap.
It was a trap. Yes. Oh my gosh. But I agree that of all the funerals we've had in Marvel, this was the Marvel on screen. This was the most delightful, and I thought that BB's approach to the I guess that's not really the wake, but whatever that reception was afterwards, that she's like, all right, this is my time to make a move on Daniel. Is I don't know.
Believable.
Well, he is an idiot.
At your mother's house.
Well, he's very stupid, and I think that it's the only way where I might consider it. But I don't know. I'm not up on this stuff. Christina, what does Miss Manners say about flirting at funerals or wakes or death-related events?
According to every movie I've ever seen, a lot of sex happens at funerals.
Oh.
That tends to be, it's I don't know I don't vibe with it, but works for people, I guess.
So. Were you watching X-Men 69 again?
Yeah. Damn it. Well, that's it's the Pornhub channel. It's like,
Nightcrawler's not just a priest.
2 girls, 1 cup.
Bam.
Yeah.
Wow.
Bam, I'm inside of you. Bam.
Bam, I'm not. Yeah, exactly. But the brimstone smell there and
the smells of sulfur. Why?
Yeah. Can't get it out of the sheets. So don't use sheets.
Yeah, that's right.
Ayo.
Yeah. Nightcrawler.
Welcome to Geekscape, guys.
Yeah.
When you go in Kitty Pride, you actually go in Kitty Pride.
Oh, right. You know what? She's 13. So
unless you're Vision, then you show
actually she's like 30 now. So it's
now, yeah.
She's like she's like 60. I don't even know how old she is. But anyway, it's funny. I had a brief conversation with Matt Kelly about how our show is not the easiest show for AI to pull clips from. And I have no idea why.
I don't believe you. I don't believe you because you said you had a brief conversation with Matt Kelly.
It was a text conversation. is what I should mean. So,
yeah, those are quick. Love you, Matt.
Well, they can be as quick as you want them to be. And I know Matt's watching. Not now.
Just hung up on him. I love that.
Of course,
he's like a brother to me.
Kelly. Yeah,
he was in my wedding party.
Oh, well, that must have been nice. Anyway, let's move on and talk more about the episode because we did. It was spoiled for Brody, but I saw the thumbnail or whatever, the little image, and I thought like, oh, okay, well, I guess she's definitely in this. But I think that there's something really important about the scene where we first see her, but it doesn't have anything to do with her. So we get to meet her daughter, and we learn 2 things from it. One, her daughter's name is Danielle, which put a pin in that for a second. And I look, I don't want to generalize in the year of 2026. I know it's all United Colors of Benetton. We're all one people, but there's an ethnicity to her offspring that gives me an idea of who the father would be. And maybe I'm just talking crazy talk. Brody, did I go out on a limb and assume that this is the offspring of Jessica Jones and Luke Cage, who are both on my shirt?
Luke, you are the father. Yeah, well, as in the comics, the kid's name is the same, and she's definitely a biracial kid. And we already know she slept with Luke Cage, who I will still call Power Man. Yeah, I'm assuming that's the offspring. Now he's up in Harlem running the club, so he's probably not here. But I imagine we'll see him eventually. Yes, you did not go out on a limb.
And you know what? Whenever we do see him, I'm sure they'll put him in the thumbnail for the episode instead of having it be surprised at the end. Now, her name being Danielle could make it easy for someone that maybe some of you don't want to see, but I want Danny Rand to return. But in the comics, he's died a couple of times. But the first time, I remember they went for the impactful, he died of cancer. And so could Danny Rand be dead? And that's where the name Danielle comes from. Or is it just Luke's best friend? And that's why they did that. What say you, Count Connor?
Well, it feels like a relatively straight line to Daniel, and that's why she's got the name in the comic book. So I don't think he needs to be dead. I don't think it's a Jewish family, so they will name people after the living.
Wait, are you judging those of us who name people after the living?
No, listen, you want to be heathens, that's fine. But yeah, it's a great introduction, by the way. Let's just take a moment and appreciate. She's not even on camera, and we see her kicking all sorts of ass all over the place. And then, of course, pulls a detonator out of her daughter's hand. Yeah. I'm not sure why she didn't do that earlier. I feel like
that fucking drove me crazy. I'm like, yeah, Jessica, you're still, come on. I know you're like, oh, I'm just gonna drink and hang around and beat some people up, and maybe I want to solve a crime, maybe I don't. But this motherfucker, the fucking kid has a grenade in her hand. Like, come on, get with it.
I think that's to illustrate that she knows how much time she has, because she knows where the detonator is, the off switch, and how much time there is. Listen, I think that
and they nerfed her. As Ivan says in the thing, like, she knows that her powers are going in and out.
Yeah.
She takes some damage. Like, what the fuck you doing playing with a grenade, kid? Bad mother.
I don't know.
I called him up. I said, guys, bad mother.
I disagree.
I called it CPS.
Christina, you can back me up, or you can side with the unruly mob. I feel like that just shows how she's at peak mom game right now, that she knew exactly how much time she had before that grenade blew up her daughter.
She didn't raise the grenade. She's raising the kid.
No, she was locked in, though. She was like, all right, I'm not even putting shoes on. I'm going to go outside, do whatever I got to do, come back. Oh, we got 2 beeps left. Okay. Baby, don't play with that. We're going to go do bath time.
I'm sorry, and you mentioned it, so I looked for it. So Ivan, they nerfed Jessica. Have you not watched the show yet? Why are you watching our show instead of their show? Use this time right now. Go see that. And he did ask. Well, hang on. He did also ask. Ivan Soda did ask. Wasn't Luke going evil at the end of Luke Cage season 2? Well, no. He was running the club, but I think that he could have been on a path. There was a writer's room.
Necessity.
There was a writer's room that broke season 3, so we could ask them what was going to happen there, but those were never produced.
And Danny's not dead, because you see him in all the promo images coming out for season 3. Like, you see all the Defenders hanging out together. It's like, okay.
You mean these Defenders?
Oh, that'd be awesome.
It would be great. And I guess we'll have to see. And I know that was one of the things that way back at the beginning of the chat, and I didn't want to jump into things, but Daniel was excited because it's also his name, the feminine version of his name, Danielle. I was hoping she'd be there. Jess suggests that other heroes chose the other side. I wonder who. Thunderbolts reference. I took that to mean one person, actually. I think Luke Cage is actually who she's referring to. Some people I know made other choices, and maybe that's where Luke is that he's working for Mr. Charles.
That's very good. Yeah, that's a possibility, because she doesn't know the Thunderbolts. Yeah. She doesn't know them. So, she only knows the street level people, as far as we know.
Well, she knows them as Avengers with a Z. That might be the difference.
She doesn't know Red Guardian. She doesn't know him.
Yeah. And Daniel has some other really salient points about stuff later in the episode that we'll get to. But look, I was excited to see Jessica again. We all knew she was going to be on this show at some point. And I think every episode we did of this show, of Marvel Movie Talk, we've said, so next week, when are we getting Jessica? And finally, now there's only 2 more after this, so they weren't going to be able to wait that much longer. Before we move on, Eric Connor, when you send images for me to share, sometimes you deviate from the source material. So I do need to ask, what are we looking at here from the Untouchables?
You might need to zoom in a little bit if possible. If not, I can explain it to our radio audience.
You can explain it to our radio audience. I'll do what I can while you speak.
See, you're the master of the game.
Make with the talking. That's fine.
I'm talking here. Yeah. So the little girl playing with the detonator gave me a flashback to this very tragic scene at the beginning of The Untouchables. Hey, Mister, you left your briefcase. Boom.
Oh.
And I was like, wait, no, they wouldn't do that. What? No. But again, I think I'm a fan of margins of error. All right. And that idea of like, okay, you're losing your powers a little bit. Yeah, you could probably take those guys. There might be more guys in the wings you don't see yet. I would personally, and again, this is a choice. I don't have daughters. I know raising daughters could be tough, but if it was one of my sons or even one of my dogs, I would take the grenade and get it out of their hands first, and then go back to fighting. But that's just me. That's how I roll.
By the way, I feel like I've been
one of the bad guys.
Right,
that's
right.
also true. I feel like I've live streamed with you when your dog has gotten a live grenade in his mouth from one of the shelves behind you. So
Yeah.
I do
the
know
dog
you're
still here.
Well,
in spirit.
We do call him Lefty now. So
he only walks in circles.
Wait, I do have a series of photos with one of the dogs with a knife in his mouth. And it's a series. Yeah, but it's the dull edge. He's no dummy.
It's a series.
Oh, all right. Well, so we can move on from that. That's the good news. Yeah.
Eric, that image actually brings up like the really good point, because last week we were talking about the similarities to Sopranos, but then you see Daniel's room, and it's like, okay, we get it. You got a casino poster and all this stuff. Like, we get it.
And
we get it, guys. We see what
Yankees fan. So,
well, he lives in Staten Island. We knew he'd be a Yankees fan.
We see,
and he's not suicidal, or else he'd be a Mets fan.
Yeah, and we won one.
One in a row.
That's right.
Let's define the we.
It all starts somewhere.
Well, there's three of us, so it's a quorum, unfortunately. So, but I don't know. I want to get to something that Daniel brought out that really bothered me. There were a couple writing things. Why in the world would BB still have that SD card in her pocket? I'm jumping ahead, but
she wants to die.
Yeah,
okay. You know
she's
what?
stressing me out. I know.
She wants to meet Buck, so she can choke him and then get eroticized.
She wants to drive up to Schenectady with Buck. All right.
But then she looked all shocked Pikachu when he came out with it. Like, you don't know, you don't wash your coat. Like, I don't know. I was confused by that whole thing.
Yeah, well, somebody who wanted a selfie slipped it in there, and I feel like Daniel clocked it, as they say. But did she not notice that this person who wanted the selfie reached into her pocket? And I don't know, wasn't there something really important on that she should have gotten off of that? I don't know, whatever that drive was. Go ahead.
Well, that makes
with
sense.
The deceased person in the trunk.
Yeah, that's right.
Well, yeah, but then later Karen says my broadcast didn't go out either, and that's what was on the card. Oh, that's been sitting in her pocket the whole time.
That's all you guys.
Hey, is Jonathan? Is the problem with anyone trusting BB to do anything?
BB has sucked from the beginning. They understand.
Isn't she at least a little bit better this year? Now that
she is easily my least favorite character. And I understand they killed Ben Urich and they got to do something to have a reporter.
But even though she does this, like, you still don't like her, even though she's Mayor Kingston.
This is not good. It's not good. Oh man, no. I can't wait for the snap for Ben Urich to come. Whatever the heck happens after Doomsday, where they like do Secret Wars and Ben Urich's back, and then it's just like, okay, fine, it's just be Ben Urich, and then Jon Favreau's back as Foggy.
I'll take Robbie. I'll take Robbie Robertson. I'll take Eddie Brock. You know, there's a lot of people who worked at the Daily Bugle who I'll take back over BB.
BB, this is like, it's just not working. It's like, sorry, let's get a vlogger. It's like, no.
Well, Betty. Yeah. Okay. Well, sure.
Betty Brant.
Yeah, I think
if Elizabeth Banks plays her, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I just don't understand why she has zero survival instincts. Like, considering
she's
trying to die.
She lives in Hell's Kitchen,
right.
And yet she
adjacent,
doesn't.
And she's the dumbest. Like, I don't get it.
Well, it's like the doctor. The doctor does all these things, and we even, I think last time, joked about how many medical professionals were going to be killed in that hospital for letting Vanessa die. But here, that doctor, I mean, he really double dipped on it. He obviously was not long of this earth. But I agree with what you're saying, BB. Like, I've yet to see any skills from her, like, whatsoever. Like, you know,
she's quite the journalist.
Even as a journalist, her writing is shoddy. It's filled with errors grammatically and factually. And her videos are the most annoying part of this otherwise fantastic show. So, yes, why she got her job, how she still has her job, how she still has oxygen, beyond me.
Right.
Maybe it's not Baby's fault. Maybe it's the SD card, because it did take Karen 3 minutes to get the SD card out of the jacket when she was explaining it to White Tiger Jr. And she was like, "What's that?" And she's like, "It's an SD card." And then like she and White Tiger had like a total like exchange, and then she goes, "And here it is after 3 minutes." Maybe it's the SD card. Maybe it doesn't want to be out. Maybe it's sentient, like the freaking like Doctor Strange's cape.
Did when the
SD card just wants pockets.
When the blip happened, when the snap happened, did Thanos get rid of the cloud? Because why is everyone running around with physical media to transfer really important pieces of information?
So that Daniel can find it.
Well, yeah.
You know what? Yes, you're right. That from a writing standpoint, that's exactly why. So Daniel can find it. What were you going to say, Christina? I'm sorry.
No, we're too far behind, because I know that episode. But even in that episode, when Karen hands her the SD card, is like, "This is very important." She's like, "Okay, great." Then walks over to a taco truck and is like, "Hey, I need you to do this very important." What? Like, I don't. There's so many plot holes that I'm like, come on, man. I really want to believe in you guys, but
he dropped it in the beans. Wow.
And correct me if I'm wrong.
Her pocket's not big enough for a floppy disk.
But also,
is that why?
Well, yeah, but
it's my weakest part of Winter Soldier is when Steve or Black Widow puts the SD card in the fucking vending machine, and I'm like, what's happening here? Winter Soldier is a pretty awesome movie, but the vending machine SD card swipe is kind of
somebody had a gag left over from their X-Files spec script from 1995, so I'm putting it in the movie. So yeah, I like calling her White Tiger Jr. That's fun. Hasn't she seen Karen since before this? Like, hasn't she been in a room with Karen? Why did she have to give it to Taco Guy? She could have just given it to Karen.
Considering she was on the legal defense for her uncle, who she worshipped enough to wear his bling around, she would have met Karen before.
Oh, and by the way, never speak ill of Natasha Romanoff in front of our buddy Daniel Drew. That's Steve's fault.
Natasha didn't do it. Natasha didn't do it.
Right.
Steve.
It's always Steve.
And he does. And he's a man from the past. He doesn't know what a vending machine was, but he figured out how to put a
technology. Never met her. Yeah,
he had that little notebook of all the stuff that he needed to catch up on, and one of them was vending machines. So it was
and SD cards.
And SD cards. Sure.
He was probably trying to read. He was probably just trying to read the SD card, and he's like, "I think it goes in this."
What do we think?
What do we think of it?
What do we think of Daniel's proper Staten Island home, Brody, as our representative from the Northeast here right now?
No. So the inside looked accurate, but the outside was a shot of a Brooklyn building.
Oh no!
Of trash.
Yeah.
That's true. Well, look, they had the Fisk sign, which I think all that they did is they CGI'd it over a Trump sign from actual Staten Island. I'm like, all right, that part tracks. Should there or should there not have been plastic on the furniture? Am I just,
There should have been plastic on the furniture and floor-to-ceiling mirrors in the living room. And there should have been a room. Nobody goes in that room. Nobody goes in that room. It's for company. I'm company. You're not the company I'm talking about. That's the separate room.
Who would there be? Her mom's not old enough for, like, there wouldn't have been a shrine to, like, Rudy Valentino, but would there have been a shrine to Elvis, or like who would there have been a shrine to? Probably Dean Martin. I think that would have been appropriate, right?
Sinatra, Dean Martin.
Here's what I'll say.
Frankie Valli.
You can read into this obvious notation. BB in real life Staten Island would not be on Staten Island.
Oh,
she would not. The mother would not have been. The mother would not have been like, "Oh, bring your friend." Who's this? What? It would have been like, "Guess who's coming to dinner?" That would have been like, "Oh, such a nice girl." Not a chance.
Okay, now that sounds like you might actually be accurate. You're geographically, you have a better firsthand knowledge of that.
It's good.
Do you think it would go so far as that they wouldn't have let BB onto the Staten Island ferry, or would they have let her ride it? But they would just be like, "Okay, now turn around."
She walked the Verrazano.
Yeah, she had no. You know what? There are areas where she would be able to go in Staten Island, but that woman's house is not one of them.
Okay, that's fair. Right, that's fair. Yeah. So she's more Throg's Neck Bridge, by the way.
She's collecting the nice stuff off the tables. We're using paper plates tonight.
So, he feeds her bad information thanks to Buck, and she's like, "Oh my God, that's crazy. Listen, I gotta go into the bathroom." And so she does what we're all like, "Oh no, this girl really does want to get killed," but she deletes it. Now I'm going to ask you, Christina, did she delete it because 1, she didn't believe it, 2, she doesn't want it to get traced back to her, or 3, she couldn't possibly be feeling something for this dumb son of a bitch, could she?
No, I think that's it. She's an idiot. Like she deleted it because she felt bad.
Jonathan's like, I knew it. Jonathan's like, yeah, I knew I liked her. Yeah, she's stupid.
She's an idiot.
And she bought the product.
Literally 11 minutes after he gives you the news, you're about to go text it out to the world.
Yeah,
she bought her
nobody knows this, and you're the only reporter I'm telling. So if it gets out,
she's on a pyramid scheme now.
Zero survival.
She did buy mom's Mary Kay or Tupperware.
Yeah.
Whatever that.
Meanwhile, the mom's downstairs going, "Where's that girl? Is she near my jewelry box? What the fuck?"
She should have been killed off last season.
Yeah, well, I like the idea that she thought she hit send and she actually hit delete. I think that would be the greatest plot point revealed next episode. Like, it's like, wait, I didn't send it to you? Like, I oh shit. And you realize she can't even like type. Like she actually has no technical skills whatsoever. So that would track.
So I guess the only question left is Daniel gonna have Bibi come in for a hug and pull a Fisk on her? Is that the only way that this story can be resolved? This storyline, or I don't know. Tell me what you think, Jonathan. Could Bibi be in line for some free hugs?
In all seriousness, I think that Daniel, and you see him darkening like morally in the last episode and then this episode, you actually see it at the table in this episode. You see it as he's watching the jacket, which miraculously still had an SD card in it. Yeah. But you see him, he's going to do it himself. He's going to do what Buck did, and he's going to put Bibi down himself.
The scene where he blows out the candles, I was like, oof, I loved it.
Yeah,
because everything was getting,
that's the darkness.
You could feel it, and then it literally went dark, and I was like, yep, there it is.
So that's the scene, and you can buy all the products you want, Bibi. It's not going to save you.
Well, here's what I think. I think Daniel will absolutely decide, I unfortunately need to kill this young lady, which is so tough because Daniel knows this is his best chance, at scoring. Yeah, because I think Daniel also has this shirt that Frank Conniff is wearing here that says I'm a virgin.
It's just, that idiot wears a Scarface shirt and walks around tough.
That's true. He takes his pants off and he says, "Say hello to my little friend."
He's like, he sleeps in an oversized Scarface shirt.
So here's what I think will happen, which is Daniel's gonna realize it's the only solution, and 1.5 seconds after he tries to kill her, Bibi disarms him and fills his belly full of at least 6 slugs, and Daniel's dead. And yes, this is because this is what I want to happen. I know you hate Bibi, but Daniel is still at the top of the food chain for me. I will take more Bibi.
Why not both? Daniel.
Oh, okay.
Why don't they both?
Yes. And then Buck comes
into the fucking.
And then Buck comes in. It's like, oh, you killed Daniel. Well, then okay, that's fine.
I want to see the car with them in it go over the bridge into the water and just have Buck standing there on the bridge, being like,
Thelma and Louise.
No, it goes in the water and explodes, on impact.
All cars explode,
and then a shark takes both their bodies. I mean,
there's no sharks there.
You don't know.
Now who's being naive?
The plausible part of this whole story is the sharks.
Christian, I have two possible endings for this scenario. One is that Daniel's about to shoot Bibi and says, "Wait, before you shoot me, let me send out the story that Daniel shoots Bibi." And so she sends that out. and then he shoots her. The other one, now this is where my serious one now. He's about to Buck is about to shoot BB, and Daniel kills Buck.
That's what I think is going to happen.
No, Daniel takes the bullet. No, Daniel jumps away. No, and he's not doing slow motion.
Daniel kills Buck.
Yeah,
Daniel takes Buck out. Because Kingpin's empire is done after this. We already know who the mayor is in Spider-Man. So I think Buck his time is up. He's done. I think he kills Buck. You can't kill her. I love her. And he kills Buck.
The mayor in Spider-Man is Eric Adams, right? Or did I get my facts?
No, it's Cecilia. What's her name? The one who's his right-hand man now becomes mayor.
Okay. All right. Well,
she's in the trailer, so
it's not Ed Koch. I was really hoping he'd make a comeback.
How am I doing?
How am I doing?
All right, for somebody who says he doesn't like spoilers, somebody sure is spreading them around pretty thick. But all right.
Yeah, Eric.
Yeah, I know. We weren't supposed to know Ed Koch was in it.
It's the preview art. It's the episode art.
Well, does anybody have any other theories? But I like all these theories. If they involve Daniel being dead, I will accept BB being dead. But I have one focus over these next 2 episodes.
Does what's her name fuck Buck? That's different focus.
We are
different storyline.
Yeah, that's actually where we're going next.
Right.
Okay.
That is absolutely where we're going.
Oh, Heather.
That's what I was.
Is that what we're talking about?
That's what I was.
Heather.
Yeah.
That's got to happen, right?
I'm surprised it didn't already.
If Daniel and BB get together, like sexually, one of them is wearing the Kingpin mask. I'm just not sure who.
Heather's gonna make Buck
wear
the Muse mask.
Mm-hmm.
Oh wait, no, for that one, yes.
What do you think of this, Jonathan? Because you're fairly upfront about how you feel about BB. Daniel says I don't dislike her, but I wish she had more fleshing out than she has gotten. Do you think we need more BB, more story about her, and do you think that would help?
No, come on, Christian, come on.
More flesh.
You know my answer.
Wait, so you think that's why I brought up the question? Because I know.
Should I reiterate what I said earlier? She shouldn't have left season 1 of this series. She should have been in the series for 15 minutes.
Yeah. And my prediction is Daniel is definitely going to flesh her out.
We got a wonderful performance from the actor who played White Tiger, and we lost like that White Tiger episode was the highlight of season 1, and we had that amazing actor, and then they were like, "Yeah, White Tiger, let's kill him off," but we get fucking stuck with BB. No thanks.
Well, and we also, by the way, just to piggyback on that, Christina, I'll get to you in 1 second. And we also lost Muse at least 2 episodes too early in season 1. We could have used some more Muse, but anyway,
we don't have Frank in this episode, but we get Daniel and BB back and forth every episode, and whatever Matthew Lillard's doing. Okay, this is fun.
I think the thing is BB's energy doesn't match the show at all. Like it's too weird and positive and happy-go-lucky, and it's like everybody's a drag in the show, and she's just like, "Hey guys, how's it going?" And it just doesn't feel right.
That was a surprisingly accurate BB, by the way.
Yeah, she did. Like, why is she smiling all the time? Everybody's dying in that show, and she's just like, "Hey."
She's recast in Secret Wars.
It's weird.
If Buck wears the Muse mask and we get a little bit of Muse back in the show, is that a Moose Bouche? Would that count?
We'll find out if he shaves or not.
Not Bush. Bouche.
I said what I said.
I know what you said.
Welcome to Geeks Theater.
Right, exactly.
That's why you record after hours, Christian.
Well, this is Geekscape. This is Mark Murphy Talk After Dark. We are moving back to afternoons next week, which we'll talk about at the end of the show. But so enjoy this. There'll be no more sitting down doing this stream with cocktails, and you will no longer hear ice tinkling around in our glasses. We're going to be playing it by the books, but have fun this week. That's really what the point is. I do want to talk about Heather and Buck. The choking thing is weird. Well, I wanted it to be.
It is weird. Oh,
well, yeah. Jonathan said hot, and I think Buck thought so, but I don't know. I mean, this Heather creep. I mean,
take my breath away.
What they're doing is that the theme of this episode is women be crazy because one, BB trying to get killed, and I mean, Heather stole jewelry from Vanessa.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we know that no one cleans out their pockets on this show, so that's going to be a problem.
Yeah.
What do we think as this starts? Well, is there anybody who is not surprised the fact that they didn't fuck after this? Okay, that's kind of what I thought, because that's where I was like,
for sure?
you could only. Well, that's true. I'm just assuming though they would at least. Go ahead.
I think
Brody.
if they drop down onto that bed, I mean that's Kingpin's bed, right? So I think that's the last place you want to start having sex. If he walks in, maybe he kills both of them for soiling his bed. I don't know. I think Buck is thinking about it, but not in that room.
Well, he would sit down in a chair and just watch what's happening, but unfortunately, Uatu is in that chair because he watches everything. He does like,
and the doctor's dead on the floor still.
Yeah. Are you saying the Watcher is a cock?
No. The Watcher
Sits
likes to
in the cuck chair.
watch. Yeah, he does sit in the cuck chair.
So he's a cuck.
You're absolutely right.
He is a universal cuck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The living tribunal at least judges you. The Watcher just sits there and goes, "I like to watch."
So Eric, if you felt like this
conversation's
chick
gone off the
wanted to choke you, you would you be so willing to oblige as Buck was?
I mean, she's kind of like a Staten Island 8, so I'd be game. I'm a little more Karen than her, but whatever.
Don't diss my Heather. Heather's number one in my book.
Wow, it's my wife's name, so I have to be very careful when I talk about how unlikable this Heather is. What were you going to say, Christina?
What about Vanessa?
No, I think that we have to add this one to the Pornhub channels of like X-Men 69.
Yeah, well, that's true. These are for mature audiences, and it's not just because the dirty language. I mean, listen, there's a lot of
complain when the title of the next episode is Buck and Fuck.
Well, look, there's a lot of
hold on.
Two Buck Fuck.
Daniel's gonna be like, they spoiled it with the title.
There it is.
You left something out. It's 2 Buck Fuck and the cock.
You guys are literally tripping over each other to see who could.
It's a good. Who
want to do it?
But there were so many hot
Uatu and
moments
you
for the women in this. Karen holding a gun to Bullseye's head. That's the sexiest thing she's done all season, right, Jonathan?
Oh man! Every time you cut to her, she's like practicing on that boxing bag, a heavy bag, and it's just like, okay, we get it. She's practicing the heavy bag.
She can't keep a wig on her head. Maybe that's what she should have been practicing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Why don't you just dye your hair black?
Oh, that's
true. I mean, that was the cliffhanger for this episode. Was not Colin Farrell discovering that it was Karen. Yeah.
Yes, that he realized he got him, and and again, this is an episode that ends mid-fight. The confrontation between Matt and Wilson Fisk is that was not entirely resolved. It was,
but when he's zipping back and forth with that, and guys, we overlooked it, but the actual fight with Jessica Jones was awesome.
Yeah, fantastic.
That was a really cool one where she's kicking ass and you see Daredevil like wee in the background.
They did that. They did it multiple times, like foreground, background.
It was hilarious,
brilliantly filmed. I mean, and that's what they got. Definitely,
guys, Angela Barnes, she's badass.
Yeah, she's the real deal.
Director.
And a lot of these tableaus are good. Even that image of that you had just shown with the gun, it's like a mirror reflection of that image of the choking. So, I mean, this directing I think is absolutely next level, and the action scenes are terrific. I mean, they're as good as any they've done in any of the MCU, actual movie releases. So I imagine she'll be getting one of the future MCU films. She's earned it.
You're saying that this is at least on par with Secret Invasion? That is a hot take.
Or She-Hulk,
where she becomes 17 different superheroes and villains in one shot. Yeah. No, I think it's on par.
Are you saying we needed more twerking? Is that what I'm hearing?
I mean,
only
She-Hulk gave us Armadillo.
Movie needs more twerking.
She-Hulk gave us Armadillo in the MCU, so I was happy.
Yeah. Yes, and when we've had our buddy Jordan Bloom on, I will often mention how his MODOK show also gave us Armadillo. So you can say what you want about MODOK.
I loved that MODOK show.
I did too, and
that was hilarious
because he went through the sort of the Z list villains. So the fight between Matt and Kingpin was great, unless you're an art aficionado, because how fitting on the episode where we lose Vanessa. We also, I honestly think that Matt improved that painting. I could sit at the table with a coffee mug like Steven Crowder and say, change my mind. Matt made this painting look better, and you're not going to win because now I would buy it. I mean, if I could afford it.
Well, it's got a hole in it now.
Right. And blood.
Yeah.
That's part of it. That's part of it. That's part
of
it.
Remember the Banksy piece of art that he set up a shredder?
Yeah,
so that when it got but it became more valuable because of that. I feel like you can easily.
Matt Murdock's part of the piece.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like that would look good. That would look great in any beach home. You know, maybe not for
maybe
your
the doctor's dead on the other side of the painting. He punches a hole through it. Like I do have a problem with that first episode when he's in the ship and he punches through the room with the weapons and it's like the fucking balsa wood or some shit. The wall is just made out of like crap, and I'm like, oh, that's where they hid the weapons, behind that balsa wood wall. Oh, way to go, guys! Cool.
You didn't recognize the Burbank IKEA? That's actually where I think they filmed that scene. Those walls are very thin.
There's some particle board we hit a bunch of giant explosives behind. Way to go, guys!
No one can get through that.
In
guys, that watch that he hid in episode 1 is still
it's still there.
It's still ticking, and nobody opened that box. Nobody
takes a licking and keeps on ticking.
Yeah. Wait, you know, sometimes you can get a watch and you're able to set it to make something self-destruct in 6 episodes, and that's just the way.
How many watches are in fucking New York City is what I'm at.
About as many payphones. Yeah.
7 or 8.
You can tell he's that watch. Okay.
So
he thinks the weapons are everywhere.
We lost Vanessa. We lost the doctor, and Daniel and BB are still intact. But if you remember the informant that we didn't care about, well, we did lose him. And I like that, Eric, you included the closed captioning. I know it was you Fredo fuck. So
that was the original line. That was the original line.
Yeah,
in Godfather 2. That was originally, you broke my heart, you Fredo fuck.
Yeah,
and
I'm sorry. What were you gonna say, Brody?
You know that cop's last words were, "I don't get the reference. He's too young." How's Fredo?
Drunk as ale forever.
I'm just trying to pay for grad school.
By the way, somebody said Heather was a Staten Island 8. I would tell you this: Vanessa is a Staten Island 20.
Vanessa. Oh my gosh, yeah.
Was
Vanessa?
Yeah,
Vanessa right now is a Staten Island 6.
Still.
All right. So,
I wish they hadn't killed Owlsley in the first season of this Netflix show, because Owlsley and the rest of those crime bosses would have been awesome right about now.
Yeah, where's Madame Gao these days? Is she still with us?
Tombstone. She's got to be in the Spider-Man movie, I guess.
Well,
because the hand is there.
The hand is there.
The hand there, yeah. But I feel like we won't get them on this show, because apparently anything that appears in the Spider-Man movie we won't get to see, including Frank Castle. So
crazy.
But I guess he's getting his own show in just a few.
And didn't they shift schedules? But he's getting a movie. He's getting like a short.
He's getting what we used to call a backdoor pilot. He's getting like a 1-hour special presentation.
Oh, by the way, that's the original title of X-Men 69.
Yes, you know what? Story. Well, Madeline Pryor was an airplane pilot, so I do think you might actually be onto something.
Wait, so you're saying Punisher is the Melrose Place to Daredevil's 90210? I'm here for that.
Well, I think it's more the Ropers to the Three's Company, but I think we're on to something.
It's not Falcon Crest to Dallas.
Guys, one more question. Did Echo go back to Oklahoma, or is she still kind of...
I'm pretty sure she's still in Oklahoma. She didn't... she needed to get out.
She's like, I'm out of this shit.
Okay. Yeah.
They've been calling her to come to New York, but she didn't hear it, so...
Yeah. It's like, Josie's willing to fight. Where are you? Josie's brandishing a frying pan at the end of season 1. Could you really use your help right about now?
It would be I would be surprised if we saw Echo, but it would make sense that
it would make sense.
It would make sense if she tried to kill the Kingpin again, and
Hawkeye Jr.
Yeah, and all he ends up doing is wearing Hawaiian shirts and an eye patch. But
I mean, they still have the scar from when she shot him in the head.
Does he?
No, Echo.
Yeah, it's
He has the
yeah.
scar on every episode,
true.
especially that flashback episode they did last season, last episode. Like, it didn't have the scar in the flashbacks, but he had it in the present day. That's the one where she put the gun to his temple and shot him, and it glanced off his skull. I guess it was a sad honor.
Well, Brody, you've offended our friend Ivan Soto. Deaf jokes. Wow, that's gross. So,
here's another one for you. They're not going to hear him.
I think it wasn't the same one.
Yeah,
it was literally the same joke.
I apologize for the. It was an Echo joke.
And Daniel Drew says Tombstone will be in Spider-Man. Indeed. I mean, we're just throwing everything around here. What if I want to be surprised by that movie? Nah, it's all right.
Can we just talk about this picture though, and the fact that it's so like Scooby-Doo, that all she did was take off the wig, and they were like, "Karen, finally we found you."
Karen would have gotten away. Karen would have gotten away with it if it weren't for you meddling kids.
Weren't
that
for that Amazon wig.
All he had to do was call her old man Karen. It would have been perfect. It's old man Karen.
Yeah, they've spent the whole season and really the whole series being so careful. But yeah, I mean, she should have dyed her hair at this point. And yes, Daniel, I know it got knocked off of her head, so she can't pick it up. What is it just too dirty to go back on her head?
Get a haircut, girlfriend. Like, do anything different than what you're doing.
Yeah. And now this guy's got her, and that won't be leverage for Kingpin to use against Matt. But I do like to sort of take one step back. Matt saying, "Look, if you leave New York, I'll leave New York," and I don't know. I just wouldn't believe either of them. You know, I feel like neither one of them can stay away. So, because it didn't seem like that was a real solution. What were you going to say, Brody?
How would that benefit Kingpin? If Kingpin's gone, he's going to go, "Oh, I'll leave," but I know Daredevil's not there anymore. What does it matter at that point?
He could go to that casino. He could go to that casino in Oklahoma.
And he can hang out with Echo.
And hopefully Echo won't shoot him again.
Right.
Well, he could go out to the West Coast and booty call with She-Hulk again, too.
Mm-hmm. I'd love to see She-Hulk get back in this show or on this show.
I know they done her dirty, but
that's
I don't want to go down that road.
Yeah. They made that show trash.
I suspect we will actually see her. I don't mean on this show, but I feel like there's more Jennifer Walters. So Daniel, you're referencing something you sent earlier. Just send it again, because there's a lot to sift through right now. I'm sorry. I'm spinning a lot of plates to have a current reference to the Ed Sullivan Show. Look, we're talking about the Ropers a minute ago, so obviously this show is for the kids.
I like that none of the jokes are from this century. That's great.
I mean, what's happened this century? Yeah, because you know what, even The Sopranos premiered in 1999. So you're on to something, Christina.
We name check Pornhub. That's what the kids are talking about.
That's true.
Yeah, but Christina brought it up because I might have talked about VHSs from Vivid Video, you know, because that's my
beta.
Yeah. Anyway, so. Where do we go? Jessica disappears kind of in the middle of this episode, and I wanted more of her.
That was weird. That was really weird that she got 2 solid scenes, and then it was like, peace. Yeah, I'll be back next season.
It wasn't a scene. Might have. It feels like there was another scene that
there's not like, hey, okay, I got to go home and take care of my kid. You know, there's just anything. Or
I would imagine that.
Well, that kid's playing with grenades right now. She didn't get a sitter or nothing. That kid's juggling fucking grenades.
Oh yeah,
down the plutonium.
But Buck won't even need to take out her kid. He's just gonna leave a chainsaw on the front porch and then just
leave it running. Here's a blowtorch, kid.
There you go.
For any of you who actually know the comics, is the assumption that Jessica Jones's powers are dropping out because they went to her daughter? That there's like a path?
That could be what the explanation is. I think it's just sort of, change in I don't want to say
Metabolism?
hormones, but
Genetics?
yeah, but just genetics. That's
I have
that's
another
really what-
theory. I have another
Okay.
theory. I think the
boy.
show is shaming working moms. They're saying
Oh.
working moms do not
That
have the same
tracks.
powers
Mhm.
as non-mom workers, and I found that very troubling. I think the fourth trimester is an important one. Shouldn't be looked down upon. Thank you.
The first 60 months of
Yeah, it's very.
This kid's like 8.
All right. Daniel wants to know, why would Karen, Angela, and the guy friend not leave immediately after pressing play? I mean, of course, for the plot, but still. Well, I think you answered your own question.
stupid.
Anytime there's something that someone does and it doesn't make sense, like, empty your pockets when you come home, not steal jewelry from the
Kingpin's wife.
The Kingpin's wife. It's because it's maybe some slightly lazy writing. I don't want to throw you a softball, Jonathan, but that might actually be why things like this happen, right? Just because they're like, well, it kind of has to, because we know what we want to write next week. Yeah.
And Ivan Soto said, like, who says the kid isn't indestructible like her mom? She very might well be, but that's something that would be really cool to reveal on screen.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I think it would have been.
Indestructible
It actually would have been really cool. I thought that scene with the grenade, if the grenade had gone off and the girl was just like cute, you know what I mean? Like the girl holds it. And
Well,
it just.
I mean, her puppy was just
shit.
evaporated, but
yeah. I mean, it would have been nice if the girl just kind of like holds the grenade, it goes off and it goes poof, and it's like, oh, the thing exploded, but holy shit, she's stronger than both Luke and her mom. And like that's the cool thing with like Franklin Richards. I really did like First Steps, but the cool thing about Franklin Richards is like, oh, he's the most powerful thing on the planet right now, and he's just a kid. That's kind of fun because they can be manipulated, right, Eric?
They manipulate me now. They're both in high school.
They have the power cosmic.
Yeah.
You're the watcher.
So I feel next week we are going to really get some more Jessica. Matt's really going to need her because,
You think she's going to do more episodes in this season?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, definitely. There's no way
I'm calling Child Protective Services for sure.
Well, it's all right. I mean, they've probably got Colleen Wing.
Fucking little
Colleen Wing or Misty
around and shit.
Colleen Wing or Misty Knight can babysit. It'll be all right.
Yeah, Misty Knight can give her a hand.
Yeah. This is interesting.
Night Nurse.
No, she's too busy being a Jedi. Current Danielle in the comics, this is from Danielle Drew, doesn't have powers other than some purple related stuff. Yuck. But in alternate future Earths, Danielle is future Captain America and is heralded as the greatest Avenger. I want to just everybody, that description that we just got, that might tell you why if you look at the sales figures for Marvel Comics, you might be like, fuck wants to read that. But anyway, Daniel, I hope you're enjoying that run. Anyway, I'm sorry. And
Christian, I think any ideas it can be a good idea with the proper writing, but I put like 3 Marvel comics that were in my pull list back on the stands today. It is becoming really hard to justify buying.
Would you like to identify at least one of the books that you looked at and were like, no, I don't need this?
One of them is I'm not going to do that, but they don't. It's rough but you know what? The pendulum swings, and right now it swung towards DC. But a couple of years ago, it was like Marvel all the way, right?
Let me put it this way: did any of the books you put back on the shelf, are there characters that you own a T-shirt with one of those characters on them?
Yeah. Well, no. I mean, it's an ultimate version of them, but sure.
But that's fine. No, that's. I think I just that would be an objection from your counsel because I asked you a very leading question. But you don't have Matt Murdock.
Marvel will be back, but not at the moment. I think
Marvel will be back in Avengers Doomsday.
Marvel will be back.
I think that's what they keep
Marvel will be back.
Yeah. You sure?
Now you're just reading skin mags.
I thought they laid off everyone. I don't think they can come back, can they?
Oh, if Marvel has proven nothing, you can kill everything and it always comes back.
Sure.
So
yeah,
if Marvel's killing itself right now,
they're just going to hire them in contract and pay them way less.
Remember when Wolverine reconstituted from a drop of blood?
Yeah.
That was like, what the fuck? Come on, guys. What are we doing here? What are we even doing?
Remember when
and it survived that?
Remember when Jean Grey died and was going to stay dead, and it lasted 5 years? Yeah, we remember all these things.
Mhm.
We remember all of them.
It was a long.
And now we have a
years.
Spider-Gwen. Sure,
but the cosplay is next level because of that hood, and my daughter has that hood. My daughter
has
love,
too,
and the side fade.
Yeah, right. Yes, exactly. Mm-hmm. So, well, we'll all wear our Spider-Gwen cosplays on our next episode, which will be happening next week on Thursday, April 30th at noon Pacific, 3 p.m. Eastern. Hopefully, Brody's able to take a long lunch like he did a couple weeks ago. And don't ask me when we're covering the finale. I got a lot of people. I've got a lot of schedules to juggle. None of them are mine. So, but that's when we'll be back next week. And what do we think we'll be talking about next episode? I think more Jessica Jones. I think no other Defenders next week. But I think in the finale we're gonna see Luke, but not Danny. I want it too much, and that's what I want Daniel to die, and I want to see Danny Rand. So I will not get either of those things, and I don't deserve it, I guess. What would you say, Christina?
I think Karen just gave him a bunch of shit because he always chooses the wrong person, and then she just got picked up by what'd you say, Colin Farrell?
Yeah, Timu Colin Farrell.
Yeah.
Timu Colin Farrell.
So
he's a good actor.
Matt's got to go after her. Like, that's got to be the next step. Is like, now he's finally pissed. Like, after this whole like, oh, I'm trying to do the nice guy thing. Like, I'm not trying to be the bad guy. Whatever. That has run its course, and now he's going to be pissed and be like, I got to go get Karen. You played yourself.
Matt's going to kill that guy. Yes.
Yeah.
What if Matt knows she's taken because he finds the wig, and he's like.
And he can hear the wig.
He hears
the wig fall off of her. Oh, hey, what about
the hair dye?
Hang on, Daniel's got it. What if Frank saves her out of the blue? And
Frank's?
I'd be down.
And it's they doth protest too much by insisting that Frank's not on this season. I would like to see that. I feel like Frank probably didn't hear the wig fall off, though, so I'm not quite sure how he ends up there. He probably sees what's going on in New York, and he's like, "Yeah, I think I'll stay out of it."
Well, let's not forget we've got Bullseye to deal with. Does he rescue Karen? Does he make amends for Foggy by rescuing Karen?
That's a good point.
Just so he can shoot her.
Yes,
payback.
Or he wins her respect back, and now she doesn't want to kill him anymore because he saves her. So maybe there's like, okay, we're even, but don't ever come near me again. So I mean, he's got to do something. Either he dies,
all right,
in the finale, or he saves somebody.
Just because somebody brought up Melrose Place doesn't mean you have to try to plot this show like it.
Okay, he throws her in the pool. He throws her in the pool.
Okay, well that would make sense.
An explosion.
Guys, do we see Uatu again by the end of the season?
No, he doesn't want to be seen.
No.
He sees us though.
He's at a Pete booth in 8th Avenue.
That's him in the corner.
I don't think they have that in Fisk's, New York. I'm pretty sure
do in my heart and in my dreams. They still have them all.
I look. There's no way that Manhattan will turn into New Ark, Delaware. Okay, it won't happen. And no matter how hard you try to make it. So we've got all these questions, and literally only 2 more hours to try to answer them. I don't know how satisfied we'll all be at the end of season 2, but I hope that we'll be excited for season 3. And I look forward to covering it when the sun's out. But it's we're not going to get to talk about Pornhub. It's a much different show.
Let's leave the door open on that one. Right?
Okay, you know what? Yeah, you're right. And what are you showing me your user history on Pornhub? Or you're more of a you're more of a YouPorn guy.
I think that's his play market bet on who's going to show up by the end of the season.
No, that's my clock that says 1:14. You said when the sun's out, we can keep going. The sun will be out soon enough. Here,
4 more hours.
Yeah. Well,
you bet
if this was the Black cast, it would be easy. But it is.
It's my network. You can do it. You have my permission.
Well, let's talk about the extended cut of the Ben Affleck Daredevil.
The Coolio version.
We'll go scene by scene.
I'll get it off the shelf.
The only version. I've got it downstairs actually, but anyway, so that's when you all get to see us again. And well, look at this. Owatu tells Matt that Galactus is on his way. I feel like that's a couple movies down the road. Yeah, thank you.
Is that when
sit,
Matt
Ubu, sit? Good dog.
Is that when Matt beats Galactus with baton?
Yeah,
that's all it takes.
He didn't see it coming.
There's nothing I can do about that. Yeah, Matt's a little out of his league on that one.
Are you making blind jokes, Eric? Really? Really? Disgusting.
I bet Derek doesn't even need those glasses.
Well, when I take them off, I am blind technically and legally for about another hour.
So when I saw all, there were during the chaos and the protesters in New York before Timu Colin Farrell killed fucking Fredo, I saw those people dressed like Daredevil, and I thought about asking Eric to wear the mask, but then I thought that.
Well, he said he's wearing it.
No, well, yeah, but on his head.
Yeah.
He didn't stay on his head. Yeah.
Can you clarify?
Not his Jimmy cap.
He might be wearing two for all we know.
Wow, that's why when he takes the first one off, it feels better. But we'll talk about all this and more next week. But until then, Christina, where can people find more of you?
You can find me pretty much everywhere at Wisecracking Blonde, BLONDE, and I have a new Dungeons and Dragons live tabletop play show that's called Hexes and Heroes. It's Hexes, the letter N, Heroes.
And Eric and Connor, where can you be found, sir?
Well, I'm other crevices within the Geekscape empire, including the Boys recap show. Although I might not be there tomorrow, but there's still lovely people like Matt Kelly that you can go hang out with and follow me.
I thought you said lovely people. We'll be right back.
Oh, jeez.
We love
He's Philadelphia's finest. Leave that boy alone. Eric Connor, ERICCONNER, over on Insta and X.
Isn't he more Harrisburg? I'm not sure that he's really in Philly.
Isn't VJ Edgecombe currently Philadelphia's finest after that game
last night? Yeah.
We'll talk Brooklyn's basketball talk. Brooklyn's finest is, of course, Steve Rogers, but somewhere on the list is our friend David Brody. And if people want more Brooklyn talk, don't look at Daniel's house where his mother lives. Where could they find more Brooklyn talk, Mr. Brody?
From the other side of the Verrazano Bridge, the Brooklyn Boys podcast, wherever you get your podcast. It's an audio-only podcast. This is the only place you'll see my face, thankfully. And find me on social media at David Brody with a Y.
And for people who are interested in a really niche topic, Brody, myself, and our friend Eric Nagel and the great Carl Hamburger, we really dove into the music of one Todd Pettengill. And if you know who Todd Pettengill is, you'll want to make sure you check out that episode over on It's Eric Nagel. It's part 4 in a series that just won't stop, where we cover one of the worst broadcasters that any of us have ever crossed paths with. But I also have my personal podcast, The Blackcast, BLADTCASD. And Jonathan, what else is going on here at Geekscape? We've mentioned some shows. We got this show, but what's coming up? What's going on? What's happening with Geekscape?
Well, you and I are hosting like all of the panels.
At
Comic-Con Revolution in the middle of May. A lot of that stuff's going to show up on my Geekscape feed. It'll show up, I'm hoping, on some of your feeds. Those are panels with the cast of 90210, since they're topical here on this episode. I think I'm doing the reunion episode conversation with 90210. I know I'm doing the Flash and the Arrow. I believe you're doing Battlestar Galactica with our friend Diallo.
With Diallo,
I'm talking to Dan Jurgens about the death of Superman.
And I'm talking to him and Chris Claremont about Marvel DC. And I've got my actual panel that I pitched, which I will tease closer to the date with Chris Claremont and John Romita Jr. So yeah, some of that stuff will definitely show up on this feed, but it can show up on all the feeds too.
My brother and I are signing autographs at We Can Be Heroes Comics in here in the Valley for Free Comic Book Day. We're signing issues of our comic book, and that's next Saturday. So that stuff's all up on the Geekscape feeds. I'm, search for Jonathan London, you'll find me. But back to you guys,
or just
go to my platform for you.
Or just go to Comic-Con Revolution and you will see him or me on any stage that they have there. So you'll see one of us. And I don't think we're both doing anything, though, right? I think that it was a lot of divide and conquer. So
yeah, I mean, I think you're a better host than I. So,
well, I think I'm a better host than you. So look, we have that in common. We kid, we have fun here. But that is all the time we have for now. As the great Stan Lee would say, Excelsior!